Dobre Rano Bitcoin. Today is Sunday, October 8th, 2017. My name is Thomas Hunt, and here's what happened today in Bitcoin. The price of Bitcoin was up 2.7% in the last 24 hours, with a last of 44.56, a high of 44.56, and a low of 43.24. SEC asks for 2 new Bitcoin ETF applications to withdraw. The SEC is not ready for Bitcoin derivative ETFs and asks the applicants to withdraw. This does show that the SEC continues to increase their regulatory trajectory on Bitcoin. There could be more regulation coming soon. A former Goldman Sachs VP who founded a crypto hedge fund says betting on Bitcoin is like betting on the internet in the 90s. I couldn't agree more. Although he also seems to be into several other cryptocurrencies, but as he says, Bitcoin is the most entrenched. It is a very stable protocol. It doesn't change a lot, and it has a very strong developer base. He also says that Bitcoin would be very difficult to be replaced, similar to Facebook. It's something like Facebook, he says. If someone creates a new Facebook that has slightly better features, say 10% better, that's great, but network effects are strong. So that new thing isn't going to kill Facebook, just like the new thing isn't going to kill Bitcoin. Will the disinflation of Bitcoin lead to long-term price surges? Bit of a disagreement on the subject here. As Chris Bernsky says, disinflation is just a reduction in the rate of inflation, whereas deflation is the action or process of being deflated. Now, normally in a growth economy, deflation is bad, but Bitcoin is always deflating. So Bitcoin is always having disinflation. Kind of a disagreement there, but as he says, with 80% of the total Bitcoin supply now in action, we should see continued effects from the disinflation or deflation, not just from FOMO, not just from demand and supply, but actual effects from the reduction of the mining algorithm that happens every 4 years with the halving. As they keep producing less and less Bitcoins, more and more people will realize how deflationary Bitcoin is. China will likely resume cryptocurrency trading by licensing Bitcoin exchanges. As predicted right here on the World Crypto Network, the China ban is and will be a temporary thing. And when China re-legalizes Bitcoin, it will cause the price to go up. As we said on this channel, the Chinese likely just want to renegotiate their deal with the exchanges, so they turned them off briefly, studied the results, decided how much of a cut they want, which the exchanges will naturally agree to get back online. China saw most of their volume move to Japan. Japan continues to use regulation to create a positive environment for Bitcoin. China will likely note this example and follow suit. We have good news coming in the future. Russia blasts decision to extradite alleged Bitcoin money launderer. Russia is upset at the Greek court decision to extradite Alexander Vinnik, administrator of the BTC-E exchange, to the United States. Russia would prefer to try them himself in Russia. As Russia government said, we deem the verdict an unjust and a violation of international law. A request from the Russian Prosecutor General's office on extraditing Mr. Vinnik to Russia was submitted to the Greek authorities. Based on legal precedent, the Russian request should take priority as Mr. Vinnik is a citizen of Russia. However, he will be tried in the United States. For more on this and other stories, we're joined by Tone Vase. How's it going, Tone?
Oh, going good. Last day here at the conference. It'll be fun. We got some good speakers coming up. We got Peter Todd coming up today, along with Julia Turiansky and a few more. Hope you guys have been enjoying our content. We will bring you more content from our studio here at Parallel Police. And speaking of the Goldman Sachs VP hedge fund, you know what? I don't understand why these guys are getting full articles.
It's the same stuff we said 4 years ago.
Yeah, and
same exact story.
Oh man. Anyway, all right. Let's just jump into the price. We'll see how the Russia thing turns out. The week is almost ending, right? Today is Sunday, and next week is a brand new week. So if you are a trader looking at certain indicators, you're looking at it right now. This is probably your last week of neutrality on the weekly chart. As of Monday, the moment Monday starts trading above any day that traded this week, which is probably today, we're hitting a new multi-week high today. So the moment we start trading higher on Monday, the weekly charts are going to go bullish. I will be tweeting that out. And the last time the weekly chart went bullish was at 2,825. So I am going to be looking for maybe 8 more weeks of upside, which would be great. Will take us into late November. Let's go on to the daily chart. So the daily chart is right there. You can see the double top, right? You can see the yellow line right there. Let's zoom in a little bit here. So if I do this and that, and that, all right. So we had on October 3rd, you see this big red arrow. The code told me that, hey, you should be looking out for a 1 to 4 candle correction, which means a 1 to 4 day correction. And then guess what? We're probably going to go higher and for one more run. This is the daily chart. So let's see if we can get another one of these 9 candle runs all the way up to new highs. I don't believe in double tops. This yellow line is at 4,500 or under 40. Once you go above 4,500, this double top is gone. I know some people are looking at the head and shoulders here, because if I go to the left a little bit, you see the top at 5,000. If you keep going a little bit further, you see another one. You see a lower high at like 4,500. Now, the head and shoulders only comes into effect once you start to go down. And in this case, that's not something I'm worried about. Okay, let's refresh the 4-hour chart. So on the daily chart, the only way it actually is a head and shoulders if we start to go down again and we go like way below 4,000. But that's not happening yet. So I wouldn't be too worried about that. Here's the 4-hour chart. We're just stuck at this line. This is I'm assuming the prior high line. We got time, and I think we're going higher. I think we're about to bust out about 4,500, and we can actually get to 5,000 fairly quickly. Imagine where we would be right now if bad actors weren't trying to hard fork Bitcoin yet again for the 5th or 6th time. It's really hard to keep losing count. So once we defeat one more stupid hard fork efforts, Bitcoin might top on the defeat of the next hard fork, and it might be a little too optimistic on the blow off top, but I'll get to that in a little bit. All right, one more refresh. That was the 4-hour chart. We're not going to look at the 1-hour chart. I'll glance at Bcash just for the hell of it. As you can see, all that red, it's just bleeding money right there. Bcash is making another low, and now you have people like Roger Ver and potentially Jihad and everybody else that's been, talking about Bcash as the next greatest Bitcoin, just like they were talking about Bitcoin Unlimited before that, and Bitcoin XT before, and Bitcoin Classic before that, and Bitcoin XT before that. They are all gonna flip. They are all gonna give up on Bcash, and they're all gonna go and support 2x. And when 2x fails, they're gonna go and support another one. It's amazing how people continue to take them seriously, but I think after the next defeat, we're good. As for the travel schedule, we are finishing up this conference. I will be heading off to LA. The BlockCon event might be sold out. However, my seminar at the BlockCon event, we got a bigger room. It can now fit up to 100 people, I believe, so it is no longer sold out. So you can go ahead and still register for the consulting session. Oh my God, it actually says 8:30 in the morning. We will need to change that. That's way too early. But yeah, we'll probably start a little bit later than that, but we'll see. But yes, there is seating in my seminar once again. So if you are in LA and you couldn't register before that, you could. And back to you, Thomas.
All right, we'd just like to take a moment and thank our sponsor, Crypto HW Wallet. You can get treasures and ledgers and leather cases for your treasures and ledgers and key and other things. at cryptohwwallet.com. Thank you for supporting our sponsors. Thank you for donating to this show. Your Bitcoin donations, whether it's at the end of the show or on one of my travel graphics or just to my address on Twitter or whatever, it's really useful and it really helps us out a lot. As you know, we're traveling. Traveling's expensive. We do YouTube ads. We have the Patreon, but we're really not making that much money here. Sponsors help and your donations help. Also, thanks for giving us a thumbs up and a share. And if it's your first time here, please subscribe down below. We do these videos every day. We've got some more videos coming up today. We should have the Vortex with the Bitcoin News Show. And later on this week, hopefully Jimmy Song will come back with another episode of Off Chain. And we'll be back tomorrow for another episode of Today in Bitcoin. And of course, we've got more live streams coming to you from Paralinipolis, right here at the HCPP 17, the Hacker Congress at Paralinipolis in Prague, Czech Republic. So thanks so much for watching. We'll be back soon. Bye-bye.